stopping in for another episode of I Want That Reviews. My name's Chris, and today we're going to be taking a look at the flat wire spring from Strike Industries. Now, this is available for both the AR-15 and AR-10 platforms. For the AR-15, you can get it for $19.95. For the AR-10, it's available for $21.95. Now, those are prices per their website. I'm sure you could find a little bit of variation in those if you looked elsewhere. This is advertised as being an economical and easy upgrade to any AR system with a carbine buffer system. Now I've got it attached to my buffer here, but if we take a look and I show you pretty close here, you can see that this is manufactured of a flat wire, just like it says. It is meant to increase the service life and smooth the cycle of your rifle. It is cryogenically stress tested to provide a longer life, greater consistency in the cycling. It's manufactured of 17.7 pH steel for strength, reliability, and longevity. It also features decreased harmonics to lessen the vibration for faster follow-up shots, not quite as much of a distraction, and it really reduces that AR twang that you get. Quite frequently when you shoot an AR-15, there's a kind of a twang you get when you fire. It happens in the buffer tube when your spring compresses and then vibrates after. That's something that this does a great job of stopping. It also has an increased bolt load for more positive feeding. Now, for initial impressions, when I pulled it out of the package, there's not a whole lot to note about it except for the fact that it is a flat wire spring. Obviously, it's not manufactured. It doesn't look quite the same as a standard spring, and I did notice that it was just a little bit longer than the carbine spring that I had in here to begin with. As far as installation and use goes, the installation is pretty simple. As you saw there, it goes in about the same as any other buffer spring. It can be a little bit more complicated because it's not round. It doesn't quite as easily slide up and over the buffer retainer, so it can be a little tricky to get put into place, especially when you get down to the lip of the buffer itself. But that's the most difficult part. I did notice immediately, right off the bat, that when I cycled it, it's a lot more solid. You don't hear the twang, you don't hear the vibration that happens back in here. It is quieter. Like I said, there's not so much sound. I definitely noticed that, and it was a huge improvement just for the sound alone. It still cycles great. I haven't noticed any kind of issues. I've never really had any feeding issues to begin with, but everything ran extremely smoothly with this in here. As far as likes go on it, I love how quiet it is. I love the fact that I can't hear the rattle and the twang that happens afterwards. I'll show you here, I've got a video that shows first a standard spring and then the flat wire spring. If you listen close, you can hear the difference there. I like how solid it is. It's hard to explain without using it yourself, but it really makes everything just seem much more solid. The cycle of the action, the lockup, it just makes everything seem like it's a fine-tuned machine just snapping into where it needs to be. It's very reliable. Like I said, I haven't seen any kind of issues with it, so I like that about it. And I really like the price. I mean, this is, for an AR-15, this is a $20 upgrade that will infinitely increase the service life of your weapon. This is marketed as being the last spring you'll ever need to buy, meaning that, that they're so proud of it that you'll have to replace your rifle before you have to replace the spring. As far as dislikes, it was a little difficult to install, but you know, once you get past that, you really aren't putting in your buffer and taking out your buffer frequently. It's not something that you do often. So once you get past that, everything's pretty good. I can't say there's really anything else that I dislike about it. It's got a great price, it's got great function, it does exactly what it's supposed to do, and I'm very pleased with it. So overall, I'm definitely going to give this one a solid 5 out of 5 stars. I think it's definitely earned it. The installation issue is definitely not enough to take away from that. So go ahead and take a look in the description below. I'll go ahead and include a link to their website as well as their Facebook page. You can take a look and see if you're interested in picking one of those up. As always, thanks so much for watching. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be here, so please do keep checking back on a weekly basis for more reviews of awesome products just like this one that'll make you say, I want that.